Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on S3. Now, the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon, it is taking place on the 16th of October, about 14 weeks away, and we are getting ready and hope you are too. And today we have South African icon and world-class marathon runner, Elana Meyer, in the studio to tell us all about this year's race. Can we just give you a warm welcome back?
Yay! In the flesh, you are here in person, and the Cape Town Marathon is here, bigger and better than ever. How excited are you? The people can come. We are free. And I think we appreciate the open road far more than we ever have. You must be so pumped.
Absolutely. Super excited. I think, we've been waiting for events to be back, in full, force. And this year, it's just so exciting. I think this morning when I woke up, I was just so excited, and I actually just put my racing shoes on.
You ran here. You didn't even drive here. You
just
ran
for
here.
the occasion. So super excited. Fantastic to have it back in full force.
Oh, and I'm just thinking now, because you were my sign. I had such a God moment this morning. Because I was driving to work this morning, and I actually just prayed, please just give me a sign. Should I say yes to doing the marathon or no? And then you are here on the show today, so you were my sign.
It doesn't get any bigger than Elana Meyer, I'm sorry.
I know. That's why I know it's 14 weeks until race day. But for someone that's like myself, doing it for the first time, what can someone expect during the Cape Town Marathon?
It's an absolute fantastic event. For the first time, I actually ran it last year. Had the privilege to run it with Zola. The first time we ever ran a marathon together. And, when they crossed the finish line, she just said, this was the best ever marathon experience that I ever had. So, it is a blast. Fantastic support along the route, a really great experience. So good luck. Enjoy the journey.
There's no turning back now, eh?
No, there's no turning back. I've made the commitment.
On TV. This came from very humble beginnings, but with a few other amazing South African sporting minds and spirits involved. Where did the Cape Town Marathon first begin?
Yeah, it's amazing. If I think back, back in 2013, I was sitting in Francois Pinaar's office, and we were actually discussing my academy in DeroCAD, and he said, but why doesn't Cape Town, have a big city marathon? And that was the moment that we said, but let's do something.
Light bulb, yeah.
Very fortunate, Sanlam came on board, the very first year. We managed to grow it from, really small, local race to move up to become a silver label event, gold label event, and then obviously the ultimate. This year we are actually an official candidate for the Abbott World Marathon Majors, so joining the likes of London, Boston, New York, Chicago.
Oh, that is major.
That is major.
Major.
So that is major.
But what does that mean for Cape Town then? What does it mean for South Africa to have that kind of major status?
Yeah, so I think more, not only for Cape Town, South Africa, but really for Africa. It will bring thousands of runners, of tourists to our mother city, to South Africa. People that come and run the race, bring their families, spend time in Cape Town and really boost the tourism industry. Absolutely brilliant. Also for the elite runners. Africa have got 95% of the world's best marathon runners, and never had a major race, marathon race on the African continent. Not a world champs, not Olympics, not a marathon major, so certainly a first.
This is a quantum leap forward. It's massive.
It is a first. And I mean, this is major. And there's also big brands involved, including Woolworths, who've been a proud supporter of the marathon. What are they? Are they back on board this year, and will there be something special?
Yeah, so absolutely. So the partnership with Woolworths, have certainly enhanced, from a brand perspective, really lift you know, the event, but also provide a fantastic opportunity for the athletes. You know, you get a world-class feeding station en route, and, you know, like I can say, like I experienced it last year, really something special. You know, this year there's also 2 feeding stations on the 46-kilometre trail run, you know, one on the 22-kilometre trail run. But then also, you know, when you cross the finish line, you know, you get a recovery drink. There's a Woolworths coffee station at the registration. You know, so there's nutritional information. So Woolworths certainly add, you know, massively to the event.
Yeah, and I suppose it fills that lifestyle bubble, and you'll realise this. You're going to join a community now, a community of runners with some amazing advocates who have been doing it at the very highest level. Are entries open? How can people enter? What's the first step?
Yeah, so absolutely. Entries are still open. You know, we really would like to encourage, you know, South Africans to become part of this major happening. You know, there's certainly an event for anybody. You know, there's a 5K, 10K, you know, 2 trail runs, 22, 46 kilometres, all happening on the 15th of October. You know, and then obviously the big event, the marathon, happening on the Sunday, 16th of October. You know, you can sign up, go to the website, you know, capetownmarathon.com, you know, and enter today.
Do it. If you've been waiting for a sign like Zoe, this is that sign. Go and run alongside Zozo. Absolutely beautiful stuff. We are so excited what this means, not just for the country, but for the continent, as Elana said. And whether you're planning to just do that first 5K or you're a serious marathon runner, the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon is going to be fun for everybody.
That's right, and it's also something you are not going to want to miss, because next week, Tuesday, Woolies dietitian Cindy Shin will be sharing some dietary insights for all of our budding runners out there. I will need to take some notes.
Exactly.
I think I need to really focus on my fuel.